This is for Walking on Sunshine. There are 3 chords in this song. The first one is a C. Let's do 4 of them. 1, 2, ready, 4 C's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. We love the C. We can all kind of go back to that one pretty easily. The second chord is an F. That's this one. You take your peace sign, and it's right here and right here. If you have stickers, it's the green chord. Let's do 4 of those. Ready, play. And then the last chord in this song is the G. Not the G7, but the G. That's 2 fingers on the 2nd fret and 1 finger on the 3rd fret. 4 of those. Ready, play. Good. Everybody good with those 3? All right. So it goes super slow. We're only playing 1 chord per block. So the first line, before we do the whole song, sounds like this. I used to think maybe you love me. Now, baby, it's... You see how kind of slow it goes? Does that feel okay to y'all? All righty. From the beginning. Ready, and... I used to think maybe you love me. Now, baby, it's true. Keep playing the chords even though there are no words right here. Next line. And I just can't wait till the day when you knock on my door. Now we repeat all of that, but sing the next line. Back up to the top. Now every time I go for the mailbox, gotta hold myself down. Just chords, no words. 'Cause I just can't wait till you write me or coming around. All right, now we don't repeat this time. We keep going to the chorus. And I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. And don't it feel good? Hey. All right now. And don't it feel good? Hey. All right now. And then we end it on a C. How did that feel to everybody? It's okay? You're moving between those chords okay? Good, good. Okay, this time through, one more time through, instead of just doing 1 strum per block, let's see, I used to think. Let's do a couple down ups, whatever you feel like doing, and if it gets to be too much, go back to 1 chord per block. We're not changing the structure of the song. We're still doing 1 chord per block, but you can do more strums if you want to within the same block. For example, here's the first line again. Instead of just used to think, I'm going to go like this. I used to think maybe you love me. Now, baby, it's... Now, you see what I did? I didn't change. The left hand is still just going C, F, G, F, but I'm changing it on my right hand. So let's try it. And if it's too much, just go back to 1 strum per block. Ready, and I used to think maybe you love me. Now, baby, it's true. F, G, let's just laugh. C, and I want to, go back to this. Just down, 1 strum per box. Back up to the top for the second verse. Now every time I go for the mailbox, gotta hold myself down. F, G, F, 'cause I just can't wait till you write me you're coming around. We already did the repeat, so now we keep going. And I'm walking on sunshine. Ooh. To go back to the downs, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, if you want to. I'm walking on sunshine. G. Whoa, and don't it feel good? Hey, and then we end it on a C. Now I know that might be too much, but I just wanted to add it in case you wanted to do that. Were you able to understand? You understand what it's doing though, right? Each block is 1 beat, and you can either do it 1 strum or more. Okay, good, good. And your fingers are going back and forth between the F and the G, kind of. Good, good. Okay, excellent. Got some thumbs up. Okay, so we'll move on to the next song. Now, I hate that Susan's not here. I know one of these was Killian's request, but one of them was Susan's. Killian, did you ask for Cats in the Cradle? No. Did you ask for House of the Rising Sun? Okay, good. Y'all can all blame her when we do that one. Just kidding. It's got a hard chord in it, but it's my favorite chord. Okay, so Cats in the Cradle is the easier one. So let's start with that one. And that one's Susan's. 4 chords. And these are not hard chords. Let me get to the song. I'll share it. These are not hard. These are not new. You know all of these chords already. I'm just looking for it. 1 second. Is this it? Nope. Is this it? Yep. Let me see if I got the, yeah, that's it. D, D. Hold on, I want to make sure I got the right one because I had to change something on it. Let's do right here at the bottom. There it is. I know that one's right. Okay, 4 chords in this one. The D chord, which is the first 3 strings on the 2nd fret. I use my fingers like this. Bum, bum, bum. Am I not recording? Oh, it is recording. I use my first 3 fingers like this, but you could also do it just by smashing down all of the strings like that. Whatever's easiest for you. Let's do 4 Ds in a row. Ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that feel good to everybody? Good. And then we have our F, like last song. The piece, 2nd one from the bottom, top one on this one. 4 Fs. Ready, and... a G, just like the last song. 2 fingers on the 2nd fret, 1 on the 3rd. Make sure everybody's got that. Let's do 4 of those. Ready, and... and then the last one is C. 4 of those. Ready, and... anytime something gets tricky or a new chord is hard, please think back to how it felt the first time you played a C chord and how hard it was and how awkward your hands felt, and now how easy it is to play that C chord. That can help you measure your progress because you really are making great progress, whether it feels like it sometimes or not. So let's see. Okay, so this one is kind of slow too, but the cool part about it is for most of the song, you play the chords twice in a row. D, D, F, F. Pretty much the whole song. I don't know if there's any part that it moves faster than that. So that's helpful. You can stay on the chord for longer. So it starts on the D, but we're still going to take it slow. The first line sounds like this. A child arrived just the other day. Make sense? Okay, here we go from the beginning. Ready, and a child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking, for I knew it as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. No, I'm gonna be like you. Now the chorus. The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when. We'll get together then. No, we'll have a good time then. How did that feel? Yeah? It moved kind of slow enough that you felt like you, hey, Kristen, there's your face. Howdy. Felt pretty good moving from the D to the F. Any problems with it? Okay, good. Let's do that all again. And we're not going to add anything with the strumming. You can always do that on your own when you want to, just exactly the same way we just played it. Starting on a D. 2, ready, play. A child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking, for I knew it as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. No, I'm gonna be like you. The pink part. The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. No, we'll have a good time then. So, comments, remarks, anything? Got some clapping. Good, good, good. Now, did you see? You guess that thumbs up. Excellent. Did you see on the? I haven't sent. It's been 2 weeks, but I think I sent, in addition to that block style, the regular chord chart style. Did I send that? It would look like this. Let me look for it. That was back then. I may not have made a copy of that. Darn it. I'd have to do that before the Zoom in order for me to share the content. Maybe I don't know. I'm going to go back to where I was. So the way that it works is, instead of it being in a block, it just has the text. The child arrived the other day, and over each word has the chord. Look back on that if you get a chance And if you can play it this way, then you'll understand how to play it the other way. And the other way is kind of how most chord charts are written. And it includes all the verses. Because I didn't write them all on this one. But I'm going to start trying to include it both ways in all of your lessons. Let me see which one we're on. We're on week 6. What does this go through? 10? I think through 10. Let me see. Let me write down who's here. I keep forgetting to do that. Janelle's here and Susan's not. Kristen's here. She's not. She's not. Alicia's here. She's not. Killian's here. She's not. And Shaylin's here. This is week 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 4 more weeks after this. And I'm going to try to always do it both ways, block and regular chord chart. Because the point is, after this class, you should be able to Google any song you want to learn how to play and Google the ukulele chords for it and be able to play it. Now, if you don't know some of the chords, there are ways to, besides you always have me, you can just text me or call me or grab me in the hall if we work together. And I can show you the chord, but there are also ways to look it up online. And you know, do you see the chords at the top of this page? And you remember how that works. It's like it's showing what it looks like if your fingers were pressing it. All right, any comments about this song? Does it make anybody cry? It's supposed to be the saddest song ever, right? Kristen's like, I do not need any more emotions right now. But this is totally not your story. It's so different from you guys' life, so... But still, it's supposedly very, very sad. Okay, so that one was for Susan, and darn it, she's not here. So, the next one is for Killian. And I love that you guys are giving me ideas for songs because I've run out of a lot of ideas. This one is House of the Rising Sun. Let me find it. This one I did. Let's see if... Yeah, I did write all the verses on this, but it's because the song is so short and the chords just are very slow and they happen over and over. All the chords you know except for one, and that's the E7. And like I was saying, that's kind of a hard one, but it honestly is my favorite ukulele chord. I love this chord so much, but it's tricky. And if you don't want to play it, just skip it. Just don't play during that part. Just as you're playing, kind of just mute the strings and go like this. And just pretend to play it. As long as you look like you're playing it, and you don't, it doesn't show on your face. Like when I was little in my recital, my piano recitals, I would make the tiniest mistake, but I would go, ah, you know, or just like, ah. And my teacher was like, nobody would know that you mess up if you don't make those faces. So own it, pretend like you meant to do it, and just skip over it. So let's talk about all the chords, and we'll get to that E7 last. The A minor, it's like an F, but with just one note on the top right there. It's on the 2nd fret, just that top string. Let's do 4 of those. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Then our C chord, our best friend. Ready, 4 of those. Then a D chord, bum, bum, bum. Remember we just did that one, the top 3 on the 2nd fret. Ready, and D, 2, 3, 4. And then the F, which is like the A minor, but with both of them. Ready, and... And then finally this E minor, E7. Okay, so the first note is with your pointer finger on the top string 1st fret, okay? And then you add 2 more. The next string down in the 2nd fret, and then the bottom string of the 2nd fret. So without your pointer finger, it's these 2. And then you'll add, actually it's not so hard if you can use 2 hands. So it's this one, and this one. And it sounds like this. Love that. I think that's such a pretty chord, but it really did take me a while to get my hands to fall into that place. So please don't get frustrated with it. Just skip it if you don't like it. It happens 4 times in the song. Yeah, 4 times. So either do it or not, however you want to, and it could be a goal to do later. So let me think, how does this go? Yes.
Can you do it? Show us how you transition from the C to the E7.
Okie doke.
Yeah, okay.
From the C. Okay, there's nothing, Kristen, in common with those 2 chords, so the transition is just jumping. So you have your C, and then you want to jump up. Oh, well, you could do this. You could slide that C up to the next fret, and then it's in place, and then just add these 2 up here. So if you play a C, you can slide that one there, and then add these 2 on top. So that's actually a really good point. Now on the bottom line, you're playing the A minor, so there's not really a transition from there. It just has to jump. No shortcuts on that one. But how do you feel? You're going to try it? You're not going to skip it? We'll see if I can tell. We'll see if you give it away in your face. All right, so let me think for a second how this song goes. Another thing is very, very slow. In New Orleans. Yeah, it goes super slow. All right, so let's start with the first line, A minor. 2, ready, and there is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. You could try it on the second one, A minor. And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. Let's do the second verse. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. Y'all are hiding it good. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Let's do one more verse. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time that he's satisfied is when he's on a drug. And then it ends on the A minor for our last time. So it's good that it moves super slow. That's a really good one to practice those moving parts because of how slow it goes. But it does have that gosh darn E7. Did anybody get it? Chris is like, maybe so. Well, I'm not going to tell you. If I can't tell, then you don't need to tell me, I guess. But, yeah, that's a fun one. Thanks for suggesting that, Killian. I've never played that before. I never thought. I mean, it just is like one of those kind of bluesy songs, and I never thought I would try it on ukulele. But I liked it very much.
It's one of my dad's favorite songs.
Oh. So. Well, now you have it and can play it for him. Is he somewhere that you could play it for him?
Yeah,
okay.
He lives right here in town, so
cool.
And he plays the guitar. So.
Oh, cool! Maybe y'all could play it together. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, does anybody else have any requests before we close? Kristen, we're keeping you on. I'm keeping you on because I want to see Theo if I can, and also Emerson. But we'll close up pretty soon. Are there, with everybody else or anybody who wants to go, does anybody else have a request for next time? Janelle?
I want to learn Brown Eyed Girl.
Okay. That's a great
Could
one.
we do that? Is that a possibility?
Absolutely, yes. That's a good one.
Slow, like a slow version.
Yeah, last summer.
Where did we go? Like that.
Okay. When we did it last summer, we did a fast one. So, yes, ma'am. I got you. Slow version. Okay. All right. Well, I'm turning this off.